What's going on, guys? Kimchi Cowboy here today with a different video. It's about cleaning. I just got to clean all the handguns. I'll throw out the time lapse, but I did the Glock 19. Honestly, I don't clean these very often. I would say I clean them once, twice a year, honestly. Like a clean where I take them all apart and everything like that. I need to do the staccato more often. I don't do it very often. I should do it a lot more. But what I do before most range days, besides the Glock, staccato always, I lubricate it and I lube it up so this thing is dripping wet. Because if you don't lube the staccato up, a lot of the times you'll have a lot of malfunctions, I found. And then honestly, I haven't touched the Glock in forever. Not even a lube, not even a clean. I haven't done that. I would say at least 8 months I have yet to touch it. When I cleaned it, honestly, it wasn't incredibly dirty, but you guys can maybe see some of the buildup on here. It wasn't awful. And the hardest part, honestly, cleaning it is taking off the ramjet from the carbon buildup. You just got to knock it off. I have yet to clean or lubricate the M9, so we'll be doing that as well. All the guns are clear and safe. Sorry if you hear my wife downstairs. She is talking with a friend. Are you guys doing anything for Father's Day? Are you hoping to get anything for Father's Day? People get so nitpicky and crazy with cleaning handguns. I don't think you have to be super thorough. I do remember it's hard doing the staccato because you got to line, or harder compared to like a Glock, because you have to line this pin up with the firing assembly. All right. Doesn't, oh yeah, it's pretty filthy on in there. You guys can, I can get it on video. No, y'all can't see that. It's pretty grimy up in here. So we'll put that off to the side. Oh yeah, so your spring, you got to push it all the way out. As you can see, I don't do this very often. That comes out. And then barrel. Flick that little thing full. So this little part here, which you have to line this nub up with, has to be forward, and then the barrel slides out. This thing is also very dry. But yeah, this thing runs, I'll say this thing runs dirtier than the Glock, honestly. There is a lot to clean up. Really like the Steiner MPS optic. I do, however, though, really want an acro still, or an RMR. Sorry, or a SRO. Those are two things I really still want, so I don't know if I'll do 2 more pistol builds in the future. There's not really any pistols out there right now that on the market that I really want. If anything, it'd be a Glock 17 and then build that out. So Glock 17, different compensator, not a ramjet. Flashlight, either the SRO or the acro on top. Those are just 2 optics I really want to try out and see how they are. Isaac has the SRO and the acro, and I love both of them. I just wanted to try the MPS because it's different. You don't see a lot of people who run that one. And honestly, I really like it. The glass is probably the cleanest out of all the optics I own, even the RMR. The only issue is when I run it suppressed, all the back pressure and the gas shoots straight up and just covers, and I mean covers the glass. So that's a bit of a bummer. You may notice the M18 isn't on the table. It's because I haven't really shot that. I'm actually considering selling that and using that to fund something else. I don't really shoot it anymore. Don't really have interest in shooting. I think my time with it is pretty much over. I don't know unless I did something and changed it up, maybe ported the barrel, or ported the slide. Not in love with it anymore. Don't really have an interest in shooting it, so it's just been sitting in the safe. And honestly, I don't really enjoy paying $70 for magazines, even though I have to do that for staccato. I think I have enough staccato mags at the minute. One thing that's great about the Beretta is those magazines are only like 25 bucks, which is insane. Basically Glock prices. I don't understand why other companies can't just make magazines that price. They're not amazing. There's nothing that I see greater on the staccato mag than I do on a Glock mag. They function, and honestly I have more issues with staccato magazines than I do with my Glock magazines. So that is saying something. What I'm using is, it just makes things easier. Shooter's lube. It's just a spray, and then I use hops for everything else. Going back to that, yeah, so I've also, some other gun ideas that I'm thinking about are, is 300 blackout upper. I have AR lowers, so I can just slap the upper, and it'd be great because I have the Spectre 9, and the Spectre 9 works on 300 blackout. So one thing I was looking at is like a SIG MTX option, 8.5 or 9.5 inch barrel. Problem is finding one relatively cheap, not crazy overpriced. Right now, I mean, you can find them on Gun Broker for just the upper for like 1,800 bucks. So pretty crazy, but that's one thing I'm thinking about. It's not super high on the list, the 300 blackout, but it's definitely up there. I think another handgun would be what I think of getting next. If you guys have any recommendations, Isaac really wants me to build a CZ with him since he has a CZ. Haven't really shot a CZ before except Declan's, so I have no real experience with them. Can't say I like them, can't say I don't like them. This here in a wrapper is just hops lubricating oil. It leaks everywhere, so that's why it's in there. Just go ahead, run the barrel like so. Let that sit a little bit, and then I'll rub off the excess. And then go ahead and take your oil. Not very methodical. I'm not probably the best cleaner, but this is just what I do, and I found this is what works for me. So yeah, back to pistols. I'm not exactly sure what I want. There's always options out there, but I'm not set on anything. It would be cool to get a SIG going, even though I was just talking about I don't want another run the M18 though, is like a P320, so I could get the Flux Raider kit. I really like the Flux Raider kit. I think that's pretty cool. But I'm not too sure. I mean, y'all probably know, you gun guys out there. You say you're done, you're never done. There's always things out there you want, and the list is never ending. And I feel like 1 month you want one thing, and the next month you want another, and it's always changing. I mean, I would love another staccato. That'd be nice, like a C2, or even what's the one with the comp, the XC. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the content I'm bringing you. Like I said, I mainly do drills. I don't really do a whole bunch of other stuff. I mainly do range videos, and I've definitely noticed it's not as popular. People like to see build videos, or they like to see gear breakdown. Now this is the tricky part, lining this whole bedazzle up. As you can hear, it's still pretty dry, so a little more lube on here. Some up here. Alright, and there's the staccato done. Like I said before, I haven't cleaned this one yet, so this will be fun to do. Pretty dusty and dirty, especially from shooting suppressed. And so, okay, one issue I did have with this is the screws D-Loss applied don't come with Loctite, and I put a little bit of it, not a lot, and they actually backed out, and so the sight was pretty wobbly the first time going out. Added a lot more Loctite, torqued it to the right specs, and those screws are so soft. I mean, the threads are very minimal, and I torqued the front to what he said, like 7 to 9, and the back like 12 to 15 or whatever. And those were close. I could feel like they were wanting to strip. So just be careful if you get the D-law plate. Be very careful when you're torquing them down. Don't hand torque what you think is 5 to 9 or 15 pounds. Use a torque measurement. Get some torque sticks if you don't have it. Figure that out, because you don't want to over torque and break it off. That would be no fun. I've done that before. But so far, like I said before, really love this optic. The glass is so clear. Doubt you guys can see, but like I said, so we'll do the same process as I do with every other pistol. That's one thing I learned shooting press suppressed, is the gas just blowing straight back in your face. That's something brand new that I've never experienced on a pistol or a rifle. On my rifles, I definitely think I might need to get a better buffer system, a buffer tube, or not tube, but a buffer weight assembly, possibly a adjustable bulk carrier group and whatnot. But it's so fun. I know some people don't like shooting suppressed because it causes more wear and tear on your stuff itself. So we'll see. I mean, I don't shoot rifle a ton. I definitely need to work on shooting more rifle. It's something I lack in, but that's my goal for this year, is to shoot rifle more. Yeah, I'm honestly running out of things to talk about, so I'll just show you guys this when it is done. M9 is complete. Battery's about to run out on the camera. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great Father's Day if you're a father out there. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Go train.